If God already knows everything, if He sees the end from the beginning, if He knows your heart better than you do, then why does He still test you? Why did He let Abraham walk up that mountain? Why did He watch Job lose everything? Why did Peter crumble and Judas collapse under pressure? Why did Jesus Himself face the agony of Gethsemane? If God is omniscient, all-knowing, shouldn't He already know the outcome? Why test you if He already knows the score? My friend, what if the test was never for God at all? What if the test is for you? Lesson 314. Why does God test us if He already knows everything? There is a deep misunderstanding many believers have about God's testing. People think that when God tests you, it's because He's unsure of your faith, or because He wants to see what's inside you, or because He's trying to gather more information. No, let me tell you something that will change how you see your trials forever. God never tests you to learn who you are. God tests you so you can learn who you are. God's tests do not reveal information to Him, they reveal transformation in you. And in this teaching today, I want to show you through scripture, through examples, and through your own life, why God allows tests even though He already knows everything. Because once you understand this, you'll start seeing your challenges not as punishments, but as invitations, not as obstacles, but as opportunities, not as attacks, but as assignments. Let's dive deeper. 1. God's tests are never informational, they are transformational. When God tested Abraham with Isaac, God wasn't sitting in heaven wondering, will Abraham obey me? Will he go through with it? Will he pass or fail? No, God already knew Abraham's heart, but Abraham didn't know the depth of his own faith until he walked up that mountain with trembling hands and a surrendered heart. The test didn't teach God anything, it taught Abraham everything. And after Abraham lifted the knife and God stopped him, God said, "Now I know that you fear God." Genesis 22:12. Not because God lacked knowledge, but because Abraham's obedience was now expressed, proven, manifested, and revealed. The test was not for God, the test was for Abraham. And it's the same with you. Sec 2. Job, the test that turned knowledge into revelation. Job loved God. Job honored God. Job lived a righteous life. Yet Job entered the fiercest test of his life. He lost his children, his wealth, his health, and his reputation. Job didn't understand why. He asked questions, he cried, he lamented, but he never cursed God. And after God restored him, double for his trouble, Job said something extraordinary. My ears had heard of you, but now my eyes have seen you. Job 42:5. Do you see it? Before the test, information. After the test, revelation. Before the storm, knowledge. After the storm, transformation. God didn't test Job to discover his faith. God tested Job so Job could discover the depth of that faith. Some revelations only come through fire. 3. Paul, the inner battle of a tested heart. Paul understood the war inside every believer. He said, "The good I want to do, I do not do, but the evil I do not want to do, this I keep on doing." Romans 7:19. Why? Because after the fall, humanity carries a sinful nature that resists God, and that is why testing is necessary. Adam's test in the garden, naming the animals, was a test of identity, authority, and purpose. But after sin entered the world, tests became about obedience, discipline, faith, surrender, character, trust. Tests became necessary to break the flesh and strengthen the spirit. 4. Peter and Judas, same test, different outcome. Peter and Judas walked with Jesus. Both were disciples, both followed him for years, and both were tested by the same event, the pressure of the cross. Peter denied Jesus. Judas betrayed him. One fell and returned. One fell and never recovered. The difference, one allowed the test to refine him. The other allowed the test to destroy him. Testing doesn't reveal God's heart toward you. It reveals your heart toward Him. 5. Even Jesus faced a test. In the Garden of Gethsemane, Jesus cried out, "Father, if it is possible, let this cup pass from me. Yet not my will, but yours be done." Matthew 26:39. If Jesus and the Son of God walked through testing, why would we expect a life without it? His test was not to reveal weakness. It was to reveal surrender. It was to show us the path, not my will, but yours. 6. The test is often the answer to your own prayer. Here is something most Christians never realize. Many of the tests you face are actually the answers to the prayers you prayed. You asked God to draw you closer, so He allowed situations that forced your dependence. You asked God to make you stronger, so He placed you in battles that grew your faith. You asked God to reveal His will, so He stripped away the distractions and idols that blocked your vision. You asked God to mature you, so He led you into refining seasons. You asked God for purpose, so He prepared you through trials. Tests are not punishments, they are preparation. So let me answer the original question clearly. If God knows everything, why does He test us? Because the test is not for Him, it's for you. Because the test is not about information, it's about transformation. Because the test is not about proving your faith to God, it's about proving your faith to yourself. Tests reveal your weaknesses, they expose your idols, they strengthen your character, they deepen your trust, they shape your identity, they purify your motives, they mature your spirit, they develop your obedience, and they draw you into the kind of relationship with God where you can finally say, like Job, "My ears had heard of you, but now my eyes have seen you." My friend, if you're being tested right now, if you're walking through a season that feels heavy, confusing, or impossible, don't run from the test. Don't curse the process. Don't doubt God's presence. Lean in, surrender, trust, obey. Hold on to God's hand even when you don't understand His plan, because on the other side of this test is revelation, is transformation, is maturity, and is a deeper walk with God. So stay faithful, stay humble, stay obedient, and let the God who already knows your ending use this test to shape your beginning. He's not testing you to break you, He's testing you to build you. Thank you for watching this video with me. If this message blessed you, share it with someone who needs it. God bless you, and stay tuned for the next one.